Brent, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be playing Agefield High, Rock to School. And the reason we're playing this game is because there is some drama surrounding this game. I really want to play it to see whether it is as bad as people say. There will occasionally be interludes where I read off articles during this video, articles and Reddit threads about this game. A lot of people say that Rockstar should have just done a Bully remake, and I personally don't know a lot about the Bully game, so I'm not going to be talking about that. This is based solely on this game, Agefield. It came out, I think, 1 day ago at the time I'm recording this. And I am curious because I've already seen so much backlash and the game is already on sale.
Good morning, Agefield. What a beautiful summer day it is today. Mayor Welby wishes all students at Agefield High a great last few months until summer break. Keep working hard, support one another, and make the most of every opportunity. Your dedication makes our community proud, and we look forward to celebrating
Oh my god, I have to cough.
as the school year comes to a close.
I'm okay. I willed it away, guys. I'm fine. The music is pretty good so far. It's giving very 2000s coming of age.
You don't want to be late for school on your first day, do you?
I think he wants to be late. Oh no, never mind. Freaking. What is that poster? You know, I do have to admit, if it's going to be like American Pie, then I might enjoy this. Alright, so the reviews on Steam are mostly negative for this game already, and it came out on the 12th of August. So let's read a couple of reviews on Steam. Darth Jamal, 0.1 hours on record. This game was not ready for release. I was not expecting Bully 2, but I was expecting a fully developed indie game set in the early 2000s. Character models are hideous. The audio doesn't match the characters' lips. The graphics are bland. I normally refrain from writing overly critical reviews, but this game was a huge letdown. I was excited to play this game, despite early impressions, but it is borderline unplayable. If the devs updated down the line and further reduced the price, I would be willing to give it another shot and update my review. But for now, I cannot recommend it. The early sale price isn't low enough. If the game is under $15, I would give it a second chance at this point. No one is going to buy this game for $30 after the early bird sale. Also, I think they need to work a little bit more on the characters. I don't know. The lighting. I'm not sure that my PC should have a problem with this game. The sensitivity is so high. I have to take that down. Alright, I changed up a couple of things. I turned the graphics up to max because it was only on high, but I swear it looks exactly the same. And I turned off motion blur and took the sensitivity down a little bit. Oh, okay, wait, okay, I get it. Sorry, I have to get used to the controls. You know what? This hair is kind of 2000s to me. Alright, this is the fit for today. Fit, first day of school. Awesome, and we're wearing shoes in our bedroom.
Come on, Sam. I'll drive you to school today.
You better.
I'm coming.
That map looks a little GTA inspired, but you know, it's basically just a normal mini-map. That's a weird rack. It looks like a shoe rack, but they're storing 3 toilet papers on it. Hello, I have a sister?
What's up?
Oh, is this where the music is coming from? Those are like same 3 pictures. Oh wow. Wait, this might be copyrighted. Let me run. Let me bolt. Or let me delta. Because I've been playing Cyberpunk. Wait, I didn't check out Mom's room. Mom? I'm going through your room. Don't cause any trouble on your first day. Once you finish the prologue, Agefield will be open to explore. Alright. What if I do cause trouble on my first day? What then? What is that box? That shiny box? Alright, I don't know, so far It feels a little bit like it's still in beta version, but this is already a paid game. The box here too?
Sup?
You said that 3 times already. Feels like I'm playing a beta version of a game, honestly. But maybe I'm just the beta. Maybe the game is the alpha and I'm the beta. Wow, the same box, just sized down. Alright. How much is this game? Spread Me Like Butter Poppy wrote this, and they have 8.8 hours on record. Yes, it is uncanny and has bugs and stutters, but my girlfriend and I love 2000s comedies, and this was a fun time for us personally. If you're looking for a polished and flawless, this is not the game, but for someone who's nostalgic for the era and wants something to relive the time, even for a moment, the game is worth it. 4 hours played was worth the laughs my girlfriend and I had from the story and the jank of the game. I only bookmarked all of those articles because I want to save them for after I've experienced the game so that it wouldn't skew my opinion, but it feels like this is a demo. This is out though, right? Oh, wait, my backpack just teleported onto my back. I swear I haven't had it before.
Ready
Yo,
for your
Mum.
first day?
Yes, I'm ready. Okay, cutscene. What? That was weird. The facial animations are weird. And it all looks too saturated, I think.
Will turn out to be the best for all of us. Just 3 months until graduation, Sam. You have the chance to get back on the right path, so please, don't make any trouble on your first day, okay?
What path?
The path to a normal, happy life. You can graduate with good grades. You can go
Is
to a good
our
college.
dad
You can find a
dead?
great job, find a great girl, and start a family. Do you understand me, Sam? It's that easy. Good college, great job, happy family.
If it's so easy, then why aren't you happy?
Ooh. Tell her. Preach your truth.
Sam, you don't understand what I'm saying. It's...
Mom, I don't care.
Wow. Okay, I'm 14, and this is hashtag deep. Ooh. Why is it lagging like that? It's not supposed to. I don't think this game should mess with my PC. I mean, no offense, but... How you got abs, girl? She had abs. How? Who has abs in high school? All right. A different Reddit thread by Paul Hex. What is your opinion on the spiritual successor to Bully, Agefield High, Rock the School? Personally, I am kinda mixed. I definitely see the potential there. It could be a fun experience, maybe. But much of this doesn't convince me. The looks of characters is still kinda odd. They don't look terrible, but they need work, definitely. The facial expressions look a little uncanny, and they are not very expressive. I feel like this could be solved by taking the persona approach, but the dialogues and dialogue boxes with some illustrations on top to show emotions. Some small animations here and there, but you don't need to animate everything. Some things feel like they were generated by AI or they look like the basic sets that come with graphics engines. This might just be my perception, but the visual style makes it look like that. Personally, I don't mind the use of these elements here and there, but I feel like there's a lack of visual design work there. I hope I'm not being pushy, but I'm commenting because I find the project interesting and I'd like it to do well. I hope that the team behind the game sees this, they'll take my feedback into account, and I hope everything goes well. God bless. The top comment is, like you said, it has potential, but needs work. Just from the screenshots here, nothing feels like it belongs together. It just looks very much like those Unity asset games made to turn a profit. Maybe they'll be replaced once when they actually make them, but why not just show some of the art the game would look like instead of this? Reading this comment actually made me think of another game that I played, but I actually ended up scrapping the video because the game was so bad, and I found out that the creator of the game was a horrible person, so I just didn't want to have that on my channel. And also the game was really bad. It was just basically acid slop, if you can call it that. It was called Bleak Haven. I don't know if you've heard about that game, but after playing it, it was so bad that I went down a rabbit hole, and that's when I found out that the developer is not a great person. So if you want to go down, it's a small rabbit hole. If you want to go down it, make sure to do it. Also, they have another game. I don't remember the title, but you'll find it. Zero art direction. They just grabbed a bunch of pre-made models and threw them in Unreal Engine 5 without tweaking anything. Kind of felt that too. It looks like, I don't know, is this their first game? Get to class, fast. Can you hit me? Wait. I got an idea. Ooh! Oh no, you stop in time.
Here's where I'm from. Feels like everything here is illegal.
Hey! Wow, this is optimized pretty... I almost said badly.
I'm telling. So cute.
The optimization, I'm not sure about that. But at least I can bump into people. Hey!
I'm gonna ditch school tomorrow.
Do you need glasses? Like, totally. Stereo. Who actually has like a stereo out there? Here they would just steal it. Oh, are you the popular girls? Hey.
So that's, yeah.
Hello, ladies. How is your day?
The thing is, the competition's
I hope you
high,
are having
know?
a spectacular day.
My mom is
Bye.
so lovely, isn't
Did you see
she?
the new nudie magazine?
What? The new nudie magazine?
How can anyone actually enjoy school?
How can anyone actually enjoy school? How can you actually enjoy school? I'm sorry. I don't want to be too harsh, okay? Does this developer have any other games, or is this their first game? Because that can change a lot about my opinions. And also, I'm not going to get to class early. Can I play?
It's not about the size.
Yo? Pause on that, my guy. Okay. Mission failed? Oh, I thought it was like optional. Alright. I still have my Baldo.
Do you like it here in Agefield?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know why I chose that girl. You were just closest. Alright. Whatever.
Parents think I'm one of those. Mom made me a pizza.
American Pie.
The other guys are such.
You know, since I went to high school in Europe, I'm going to finally experience what it's like to go to an American high school.
Maybe want a donut?
What? The fuck is wrong with you? Wow, this is empty. Wow, this is empty. Are American schools really like this?
Such is kind of creepy.
Oh wait, it's marked on the map. Stupid.
My parents, they want me to go to college.
Okay. Biggest problem so far is the optimization.
Not mad. It's just
Who actually does that?
all day.
If you just stood in the doorway.
Good morning, everybody. This young man right here is our new student, Sam.
Looks like a loser.
What is this? Disney Channel?
Oh, the wannabe rock star is late again. Big surprise. Take a seat, Axel.
It looks like a loser.
I'm Axel. What's your name?
No, you're the loser. Don't talk to
Sam.
me.
Better get used to Mr. Carpenter's attitude. He's a huge dillweed. Well, let me give you the rest of the rundown. See the guy that looks like a werewolf? That's Seth.
Man, it
Hey,
was so
Renfield,
small.
what's with the look? You depressed or something?
I'm goth, asshole.
Over there is Ashley.
Oh my god.
She's the head cheerleader in Seth's Queen Bee. And the girl over there, that's Chloe.
Ah, you're the new guy, huh? What's up? I'll show you the rest of the school later during the break. Right now, we have English with Miss Davis.
He has a shirt
All
that
right,
says
everyone,
lizards.
I'll leave you to your English lesson. Stay out of trouble, please.
Oh my god, the dialogue. I'm sorry, the dialogue hurts me.
Welcome to class, boys and girls. We have a new student in class today. Hello, Sam. I'm Miss Davidson, your English teacher. would you like to tell us a couple things about yourself? I am curious.
I just moved in with
curious.
my mom and sister to Agefield.
She looks like she
Seems like a nice
snuck
place so
onto
far.
Earth and she's
I
trying to
mean,
convince me that she's
Just not used
human.
to country life yet.
Country life? Do you think we're some kind of dumb hillbillies or rednecks?
You sure look like one.
Chloe?
Shut up, Ashley. Just because you don't have anything in your mouth right now doesn't mean you gotta talk, skank.
Girls, stop that. My
What?
apologies, Sam.
What am
I'm
I
sure You're
playing?
going to have a great time here in Agefield. As long as you behave, we don't need any more naughty boys around here. Well, let's get
Who
started.
wrote this dialogue?
Today we have a spelling exercise.
Who
for you.
animated the
Good
faces?
luck.
Who voice acted? What? Pharaoh. Aluminium. Whoa. Transcontinental. Existence. Whoa. Satanists. Wait. You have to spell that in school? Anarchism? What? In school? Sacrilegious. Broccoli. What? I'm sorry, I'm having a stroke. Independent. This is a little bit harder. Capitalism.
Yours is just like the others.
What? I got a B? Yo, I'm going to university to study English. And I got a fucking B. I'm sorry, I had to, I was trying to be quick, okay?
Have a relaxing break, boys and girls.
I think I'm going to delete my channel because of this. There's an article by GameSpew. The article would probably be way too long if I read it all, so I'm just going to summarize it for you. The title is Bully Meets American Pie. Agefield High, Rock the School is a wasted opportunity. I am obviously going to link all of these in the description. At best, Agefield High, Rock the School is an interesting idea that doesn't ever fulfill its potential, and at worst, it's a janky and disappointing mess. Not only is it inspired by the early 2000s, it also feels like it was made in the early 2000s, with an awkward camera, repetitive gameplay, uninspired missions, and some of the worst combat I've ever had the misfortune to play. And I really hate having to type that because I genuinely wanted to love this game. Agefield High Sam's is as dull as dishwater, and like most of the characters here, is brought to life with shoddy animations and a less than stellar voice acting for a game that wants you to become immersed in its world, and the story is trying to tell. It's very disappointing. It's a shame because Refugium Games has some nice ideas, it's just that none of them truly pay off. The developer has tried to add variety into the gameplay with a mix of minigames and activities, being able to pick up Sam's guitar and play a song, Guitar Hero style, but with no feedback notes you press. But with no feedback to the notes you press and no obvious scoring method, it feels very hollow. This is the best way to describe most of the activities on offer here. There's a distinct lack of feeling to everything you do. I feel like most of the issues here are too ingrained to be completely fixed, but maybe a few patches and updates can make this high school adventure a bit more palatable. I can hope, anyway. I know I said that I was going to summarize the article, but I ended up just actually reading some parts of the article. As I said, you can find the full article in the description. Another article by WayTooManyGames, Play What You Love. Oh. What is going on?
My dad doesn't like my new boyfriend.
It was just a prank. I didn't know he'd end up in the hospital.
Yo, can I
Kale,
hear
by
more
the
about
way.
that?
Why'd you move to a new school just a couple of months before graduation?
My parents divorced
It's
and
none
my
of
mom
your
wanted to
business.
move as fast as possible.
Oh man, sorry to hear that.
My grades weren't that good either. My mom wants me to fix them fast so I can go to college.
College, they always talk about college. Hey, you want
Are
me
you
to show
40
around
years
your new
old?
Prison?
How did you
Yeah, sure.
So how did you sneak into high school? I'm sorry. Whoa! Whoa! Are you seeing that? They were sliding on their legs. Slithering. Like a snake. Follow Kale. Kale is too slow.
Follow me. Oh my god.
Oh my god! Wait, what happened? Why are we saying oh my god for? Where's Kale? Also, isn't that like some kind of vegetable?
The other guys are such losers.
The other guys are such lizards. I agree with you. They are such lizards.
Mr.
I'm sorry.
Carpenter
Is
so
that
annoying.
offensive?
Expects us all to go to
I hope
college.
it's not.
I mean, I don't need a fucking college, dude. I'm gonna do my own thing instead of becoming even more brainwashed by some old loser from the fucking Stone Age.
I don't know. I'm going to college because it's free here. I got accepted with not even a scholarship, because here, if you have good enough grades, then the state pays.
Hey Axel, why don't you
for
call
your college.
band Fat Axel and the Lardasses?
Seth again.
Should we do something?
Yeah, sure. I mean, to rebel against the king of the school on your first day, that'd make a statement.
You know, the thing with coming of age movies is at least they're funny.
Werewolf.
What do you want, pencil dick?
You haven't seen my
I
dick.
want to beat your ass.
Ooh.
Look.
I'm sorry. It just started mashing my keyboard. Whoa. It's so laggy. I don't know why. You fucked it up? I've never had a game tell me that before. At least there was a checkpoint. Bitch, boy. Press R to push. Press Q to kick. What a tutorial. Just smashing Q. Whoa. That was an abrupt cut.
Seth! What the hell are you doing?
Is he a...
Here, so I'll let you go with a warning.
Is it stomach talker in English too? His mouth was barely moving. Wow.
Hey, you got balls, dude. You know what? Meet me and Axel in the park after school. These are our final months at school, and I've got a little plan to... Well, I'll explain the deets when you get there. Oh, and by the way, check out Mike's bike shop in the meantime. He sells the best bikes around. You're gonna need one in Agefield.
Sure, I'll be there.
Okay. He just basically is forcing me to be his friend. Also, I have new headphones. I just thought I'd let you know. The other one is on life support. Mission completed. It could be a good game, honestly. But this is like a demo. A demo, and they need to rewrite
God, I hate school.
all of the scripts. And probably re-record a lot of the lines. Review by Jones. Alright, so I bought the game knowing it had mostly negative reviews. However, I believe that most of the reviews were due to people comparing it to Bully, and I understand why. The game has potential, but outside the story, there is really nothing to do. It's a big map with nothing to do in between. The animations are low quality as well. I actually believe Bully had better animations, shockingly enough. Nonetheless, even with the bar set very, very low, the game was a huge disappointment. It just seemed like a great opportunity that was missed, and that there wasn't much thought put into the game outside of the story. Tons of wasted space. You can't even interact with the NPCs. Okay, at least we're getting some free time.
Welcome. We have the best prices in Agefield.
Okay, I'll see about that. Hot dog, $3. $3 for a hot dog, how much is that in my currency? I've had cheaper. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just going. Can I get on the school bus? Whoa. Check this dude out. What the fuck? Can I? I can't. Whoa. Walk home or run home like a bitch boy. Is that a trash icon on the map? There's also like a homework kind of icon. I don't know. It's already almost 5. Almost 5 and it's 4:20. You get what I mean. Can I open my locker? Nope. Awesome. So this is what it's like to go to high school in America. Next, we're going to check out a Reddit thread by Netto Sato. I reviewed Agefield High. Ask me anything. Hi everyone! While not directly related to Bully, though it was advertised as a spiritual successor, Agefield High is now available on PC, and I ended up being one of the reviewers for the title. I had my eye on it for quite some time, and I had at least some hopes for it, but I honestly cannot recommend it in the slightest. That being said, if anyone has any questions regarding the title, feel free to ask. Keep Letters Out replied, the game crashes in the first 5 minutes when trying to enter the classroom for the first time. Even by then, the controls feel really clunky. OP replied, and I wish I could tell you it gets better, but it doesn't. If you keep going, I recommend keeping an eye on your CPU's temperatures as well. I rarely have issues and do quite a bit of higher end VR gaming, and my PC typically runs nice and cool. Here, my temperatures were spiking in the high 90s at times. So I was not crazy. I knew my PC should be able to handle this, but my PC was having issues as well, and it shouldn't, because this game doesn't really seem like it would need a lot to run properly. That's why I said optimization is not really good at this point. Nate Drake Skate asked, is it as cringy as it is in the trailer? OP replied, sadly, the trailer made it look quote-unquote good. There isn't a single character I liked, and a lot of the jokes felt extremely forced. I have to agree with that. There's a comment saying, when you tell AI to make a Bully game. I don't think they use AI though. I mean, I get it's a joke, but oh my god. Wait, and this is in the Bully subreddit. I just realized that. It's in the Bully subreddit. Emotional Dish 8866 asked, can you give me a quick rundown of what the story is about? If there is any, of course. Any parts you liked about the game? Would you recommend it? OP's respond, the story is actually extremely basic and throws you right in. There are only a handful of actual characters, and the bottom line is to mess up a jock's party, with extremely awkward animations, bad voice acting, forced jokes, and really generic plot points. It just isn't worth working through. I will say that I like the idea of some of the story arcs, but they are extremely shallow in the end. For example, going to visit a haunted house sounds cool, spending 10 minutes riding a bike there, only to have the game crash and then redoing it all for a very basic cutscene wasn't worth the effort. It ends with a broken fourth stealth section where you basically just need to stand outside one of the characters' viewpoints. This is how every mission in the game plays out. I've been seeing posts about this game for a bit, and it's cool to see someone who's played it, what went well and what didn't. OP replied, on one hand, I like the idea of the entire game, but that's where the good points stop, sadly. It honestly feels like this is an alpha build or simply a foundation to build something that could have been great. Instead, they released it as is. The biggest problem is the fact that most of the mechanics only work when they want to, and a lot of it is simply forced on you. For example, the music minigame that's required. The notes do not even match up with the song. The stealth, sometimes enemies spawn and where it is impossible to avoid them, so you need to fail to respawn them. Chase scenes, if you jump a fence, it'll confuse the NPCs and let you get away, otherwise chases seemingly never end. This isn't taking into account the crashes and the fact that your house is the only save point progress will save. Yes, but you'll restart at your home across the map if you quit mid-activity. To me, it also felt like an alpha build because of the lagginess and the optimization and the controls themselves and just the animations. So I think what the developers were going for is to make a coming-of-age movie into a video game. I don't know if we really have anything like this. Maybe the Bully game that people are talking about was like this. But since I don't know a lot about that, I can't really say anything about that. I think it could work, but the dialogue is so corny. Nobody actually talks like that. The environments and the graphics look like they're still in an experimental phase. Hey.
Hello, my boy.
And the cutscenes too.
Some teenagers stole a book from my porch. It's a very important book because it contains secret knowledge about... well, you know. Anyway, bring it back to me and you'll get a royal reward.
Does this actually happen in real life?
You got it, old-timer.
Here, if you said that to an old person, they would kill you. Like, they would beat you, and then they would call your parents, and your parents would beat you too. I'm assuming that red marker on the map tells us where the book is. So far, I'm not really having fun, but maybe I'm just a hater. Maybe I'm a fucking hater, you know? I don't want to discourage anyone from buying this game. I'm just saying my own personal take. And this isn't hate to the developers, because I couldn't even make a game half as good as this. Maybe I could write a game, well, that's another question. Anyway, like, dialogue is like my pride and joy to write. That's why it pains me so much when people just write shitty dialogue. Don't get me wrong, it's hard to write dialogue. Oh, can I steal this bike? That's convenient. Okay. Whoa. Gameplay. Oh, cutscene. These are very abrupt cuts that I'm noticing.
You won't believe what she did to me last night. She used 3 fingers this time.
Wait. Book of Love? Isn't that basically one of the plots of American Pie? I'm sorry if the keyboard mashing is really, really loud. Yeah, it just killed him. Called Morg, bitch. Oh, and my health refilled. I took their energy and I sucked out all of the blood from within their bodies. Because I am a vampire and I feed off of other people's misery. Anyway, got the book for that old pervert. Herbert the pervert. Let's bring it back. Bitch, if you don't get on that fucking bike, Sam. Bye. Hopefully the police won't find the fingerprints, because I used my feet. I kicked them for that exact reason. So that way, there's no fingerprint. There's feet prints. Huh. Hey, kitty. My kitty cat is here. Kitty, can you check this game out? Can you play instead of me? Oh, what am I doing on the screen? Oh, she's here. Come on. Check her out. Do you think the man is going to give us some money? Not recommended. 3.7 hours on record, and it's by Hellraiser. I was looking forward to this game because, judging by the first trailer, it looked like a mix between Bully and GTA. Unfortunately, I was massively disappointed. The open world mode is completely pointless and gets boring after about 2 minutes. There's barely anything to do, and getting around takes forever, even when you're using a bike. The storyline mostly consists of boring cutscenes, the combat system is really bad, and the school activities just repeat themselves over and over again. They also tried to copy the Guitar Hero style gameplay, but it was implemented terribly. Unfortunately, I really can't recommend this game at all. I honestly can't imagine them being able to fix this with future updates to the point where it actually becomes enjoyable. Okay, that's a little harsh. I do have to agree with some points. For example, the combat system is really bad. They do need to work on optimization, and the dialogues, and the cutscenes. Like I said, it feels like this game is heavily in work in progress, and I don't think they should have released it just yet. Hey, old hag. Herbert the pervert. Abrupt cutscene? Exactly.
Boy. Here's your reward. I hope you took the chance to take a look inside.
Nope.
Nevertheless, as the old German saying goes, no apostle will look out if a monkey looks in.
What? 25 bucks? Whoa. I love this man. Whoa. Get on the fucking bike, my man. Thank you. Where is home? Incoming. What? Also, in other games, if you just look a certain direction, then the vehicle is automatically steered that way. Here, it doesn't work that way. You have to press A and D to steer. Which... I don't know. Maybe I just have to get used to it. Where is home? Home. Place where I can go. Someone take me home. Nobody's taking me home. Oh, what is this? Garage sale?
School blows. At least it's over soon.
It's already 6 p.m. Fuck, you mean over soon? Oh, you mean like graduation. Can't take anything. You know what? If it's free to take it and have a garage sale. Sell it for money. Oh, this is where I live. Time to have a talk with our mother. Do you think our mother will be curious and be like, huh, where did you get this bike from? What the fuck did I do? I don't know how I can... I don't even care, actually. Mom?
Listen to your teachers.
You don't even ask me what my first day of school was like? Okay. First review is a positive review by Dead Butt Dreaming. I dig it. Agefield High, Rock the School, has some serious technical issues that the devs need to iron out, but the vibe is absolutely there. It had me laughing on several occasions, and if you grew up watching American Pie, Not Another Teen Movie, National Lampoon's Van Wilder, Porky's, etc., this one should hit for you. I'm sorry, I personally like American Pie, specifically the first one. I don't think I've seen the other ones, but this, I mean, I've only played for like an hour maximum, but it just didn't hit for me, I'm sorry. I feel like it takes more inspiration from raunchy films like those than it does from Bully. Most of the reviewers here are largely disappointed that it's not a Rockstar budget, expensive spiritual successor to the franchise Rockstar left behind to milk the ever-loving out of GTA 5. Remember back when they actually took artistic risks? That's how we got Bully to begin with. I'd love to see another Bully title, but these are indie devs. They probably worked on this game while holding down a full-time job. They additionally seem serious about improving the game, so I'm with it. After a lot of improvement, I think this game could be good. Like, the concept is there. The concept is definitely there, but it does need work. I guess I'll just go up to my room and listen to angsty pop punk music. Or rock music. You're going to lay in your bed. The same exact clothes that you were wearing in school. And you got it dirty. You were fighting in it, so it's probably sweaty. You're now going to lay in your... Okay. Well, okay. That's it for this video. Let me know what you think about this game. I think I voiced all of my opinions during this video. However, if you do want to see a part 2 of this, maybe after an update or something, then make sure to leave a like, drop a comment, and maybe subscribe, and I'll see you when I see you. So, goodbye. First off, I'd like to acknowledge that I know that this is an indie project and it's not fair to try and compare it to this game from Rockstar. It just isn't going to have the same level of polish, and that's okay. However, this isn't 2006, and there are expectations for better looking and running games and how far Unreal Engine has come. From the beginning, you immediately get the Uncanny Valley aspect to the character models. This is overall an issue with Unreal Engine in general, but it doesn't help that there wasn't much work into making them look more natural. Everything in Agefield High, Rock the School, feels a bit half-baked, and that goes for the gameplay and quest design as well. There are a decent amount of missions to do, at least from what I was able to get through, that range from school friends or side jobs. However, none of it feels cohesive. There's obviously a focus on school and making your mark, but school just feels like an afterthought. Besides the very few main missions that have you go to school, you don't even need to attend or go to your daily scheduled classes. There isn't any repercussions. The only benefit is that you will earn money depending on how well you do in the class. You will earn up to $20 on an A, and it drops $5 with each lowered grade. For the most part, the general performance was fine. Not that this really should have any frame rate issues. It's not a very good looking game anyway. My main issues came from the general jankiness of the gameplay, bugs, and crashes. There were a few instances where I had to restart a mission because I got stuck behind a door that swung open when I walked by, since you can't actually move the doors yourself. I was pinned in a corner by an immovable door. I got stuck on top of a cop's head while bunny hopping over them. A few times my bike would clip through objects and send me launching. Besides that, I had 2 fatal crashes that wiped out hours of gameplay. Some of the line deliveries are just god-awful, and it only makes it worse that the script is terrible. I get that some of it is going to be dumb and cliched, that's what they're going for in most cases here. It's just how everything is set up that makes it not land. It's just overly cringy with poor execution. It comes off as dumb more than funny. The random lines the citizens have around the town are limited, so you're just going to hear the same stuff over and over. I swear, if I hear "men are all the same" tiny pricks one more time, I'm going to crash out. The soundtrack is also not great. There are a small handful of songs that will be repeated constantly, or you will hear the same ones as cars drive by constantly. Agefield High Rock the School is unfortunately not what I thought it was going to be. While it tries to replicate a spin-off game like Bully, it misses the mark on just about every level. While I can typically forgive lack of production value for indies, its biggest issue is that it just isn't interesting. It doesn't try to do anything new, it ends up being a cheap knockoff that doesn't bring anything unique to the formula via gameplay, story, or silliness. It's just a product that structurally feels like it should be in 2006, but somehow is still worse in many ways. The bugs and crashes were the final nail in the coffin for this frustrating throwback. Graphics 2.5, gameplay 2.0, sound 2.0, fun factor 2.0, final verdict 2.0. There's a couple more articles that I saved and I'm going to put them in the description because I'm tired of talking so much. I'm going to admit it to you guys, but if you're interested in more reviews, there's going to be 4 more extra reviews in the description that I have not talked about in this video.